Well, here we are. It's snowing outside from dusting to 6 inches and maybe more.
700 on just regular power line.
Our radio is on, monitoring any call-outs. We have a radio as well as our pager. So, here's the situation. We're not used to snow down here. Those of us who grew up in Michigan still know how to drive in it, I reckon. So I built our landing and steps based on the belief that we were going to put a bit of an addition there next to our fifth wheel. So I put the deck itself right flush at the same level as our indoor floor, so that once we opened the door into a little add-on room there, it would all be the same level. There would not be a step up or a step down. Problem is now that the Advantech that is making the deck walk-on portion, the Advantech has started to swell. And on days when it rains, it swells. So I had to take my skill saw and just set the blade a little bit exposed, and then went back and forth across there since I don't have a planer here. I've got one in the Philippines. So now what happens? It snows. The snow gets there on the green carpet, and then if it freezes at all or expands, well, we can't open the door. So the other day we had to call over, and TJ came and removed stuff, and we were able to get out. So I lowered the deck a little bit more. But with 4 to 6 inches of snow coming, and I have to open the door out, we're stuck. So I built a little mechanism. I put a tote upside down, attached some green plastic binding like you might get to wrap a package up, and attached it to the tote, laid a piece of siding on the tote and covered that with a sheet. I set that out in front of the door, and as I'm closing the door, grab a hold of it's not a rope, but the binding material, and pull that tote up to the door. Well, the wood covered with the sheet is closer to the door than the tote is. So once the wood starts hitting the door, I can stop. But what it does then is it keeps all the snow off from our deck directly in front of the door. If we have a call out to a fire, it's an easy thing then. We just push the door open. I grab the sheet and throw the snow up off the edge, and we're good to go. But it's been snowing so much that I couldn't even do this work, and Jen had to do the laundry. So she was coming and going to our little barn where the washer and dryer are, extra refrigerator freezer and a chest freezer, my workbench and so on. So we put the awning out, but the awning was starting to load up with snow, and it's old awning and we didn't want it to break. So I reset this from the outside, and then Jan brought the awning in. So this is what it looked like. So now the deck's covered with snow and the steps, but I can clean it off. Jan's inside, and the snow has been kept from the door and the area right in front of the fifth wheel. So after I cleaned it up, this is what it looked like. When I picked up the toad and the siding, that's what it looked like. And now all's well, except the awning is starting to load up with snow again. So after the washing was done, we put the mechanism back in place. In the next slide here, TJ went out to his shed and got the leaf blower and the battery, and he came back, and we're going to see how. That's all right. Shortly after TJ accomplished this, and actually he wasn't fully done, we received a call from a family that's on a firefighter team, and mom and 3 boys were in their vehicle, and they went off the road and were in a pasture. TJ went over there and reported to Central, and when he called Pete and Wes, and we got a jack, hydraulic jack, already changed, went over and helped him get out. I haven't talked to him since then. Do what you gotta do. After that was done, Jen came out and went into the barn, got the washing going again, brought in the drying, and then we went for our first mile walk. Looks like it's heavy fog, but that's not real. I had my phone in my pocket, my coat pocket, and it snowed in my pocket, and then it fogged up the lens. This is really what it looked like. This is looking to the right when we drive out of our driveway, and this is looking to the left. And here we are, the walkers. Actually, we're the Nashes, we're not the walkers, but we were out walking, dressed in our gear for directing traffic. See, just a dusting of snow on the leaves and in the grass, but it's piling up. Last we checked, we had received 4 inches of snow. So welcome to Tennessee. Hope you enjoy.